everyone, it's Justine. Today I get to make more of a vintage look card with the twin lens camera. And it's a 3D die from Becca Freakin. I'm still not quite sure how to say her last name, so I would probably, I don't know, I'd like to know, but for now I will just go with that. And she has designed a couple different 3D dies that have just been released here. So it's the camera, there's a hot air balloon, there's the doghouse, and darn, there's another one, but I can't quite think of what it is, but there's quite a few, and they're just really cool. So now this could be a 3D die, or you can do it as a 2D kind of add on to a card. So I'm going to choose to do it as a two-dimensional kind of picture here on a card. So since cameras are typically kind of like that gray, black look to them, I kind of stuck with those colors and just kind of went for less of a in-your-face girly kind of look and just more of a realistic color palette for this. Although it could be a little more kind of fun to do more of a like a pop of a color on this, but I chose just to kind of leave it a little more realistic. So there are a lot of die pieces to this die set, but don't let that deter you from trying it, because it's really neat once it's all together. So I'm just going to keep piecing things together as I go, and I'm just going to start building the camera from kind of the top layer down and see what we can do. So there's a lot of layers, which is really neat because it almost makes the camera look a little more realistic. So I like that about this die. Also, if you choose to do the three-dimensional look, it almost creates a folder effect behind the camera, which is kind of fun because you can add different pictures behind there. And I definitely want to try that, but I need to find some updated pictures that I would like to have on a project like this on YouTube, that I don't want to just put someone on blast and put their picture on here, and I don't want it just to be pictures of me because that is weird. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I can find some pictures of some different animals or landscapes or something, but again, I don't want to take someone else's pictures and call it mine, because that would not be mine. But I suppose if they're on like Google Images or something, I would still be careful not to take someone's photography. Anyway, I'm trying to line up the shine marks here so it makes sense. It wouldn't make sense if it was two lenses here and the shine mark was on the bottom and then on the top. So here we go. Okay, so that's kind of the first layer. I've got all the pieces down. There are so many layers to this that I thought I would simply speed it up and just chat just a little bit as I put it together. So this twin lens camera really does remind me of one of the cameras I used in high school photography. It was neat to kind of learn about the process of photography in general, so I thought that it was kind of neat to see it. But anyway, all these little pieces are kind of optional and a little bit of a way for you to customize your card. So if you're going to choose to make a 3D option, you could, or a 2D option like I did. It's really fun to kind of play around with adding the little pieces on the side and kind of deciding where you want things. I think if I were to make this again, I would add a strap on the camera with maybe some black ribbon. But I love the sentiment, focus on the positive, and I think that adding the little pieces on the back really helped even out my sentiment because the other side has the camera area. So hopefully that makes sense. It's basically just to flatten it out. So anyway, I really did like putting this one together. I also really do like the other sentiment that comes with the die set. I think it says, "Oh snap," if I remember correctly. And I think it's fun to have kind of like witty or snippy kind of sentiments. I really love a pun. So anytime there's something like that, I really do like it. But this focus on the positive really was just neat because I haven't really seen anything like this before. So that's why I chose focus on the positive. Plus, it's a really nice message to send to someone. So if they're having a tough time, you could kind of give them this and wish them the best. Anyway, after doing this 2-dimensional card, I figured I have to make a 3D one now. So I'll probably be doing that over Christmas break. That's kind of the next time I have a little bit of a longer time to craft. So I'll probably post that on my Spellbinders Facebook group page. So if you're interested in joining that, I will have that linked in the description as well. Thank you again so much for watching all the way to the end, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!